Right, we're here talking bollocks. Hello, Trev.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad, mate.
Can you hear
I don't.
me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't think nobody's here because I didn't announce it. So apologies, people, that you're missing this. But it's just a last minute kind of talking bollocks.
Yeah, dealio. Well, why don't you go
Yeah,
and tweet about it now?
I would, but my computer would blow up.
Oh, fine, fair enough.
So we'll just riff it, free
Yeah?
riff, you know,
All
just
right.
talk shit. So
Nothing new then?
it's the only way to be, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yes. We were going to do some Jerry Anderson stuff today, but just didn't quite secure the guests I was after.
Oh, well, thanks a bunch. So you had to settle for me. Thanks a bunch.
Indeed.
Do you know, I
Um,
could have been watching Steptoe some.
Watching it, I'm fucking living it, mate.
Oh. Mind you, there's
So,
nothing cool about watching two bitter people in I don't know, a very destructive and bile-filled relationship.
yes, I'm living it.
Oh, well.
It's not good.
I bet it isn't.
Mm, I
What
could
do you
say
plan to do to
I
change this?
I could say a lot of stuff, but it's personal shit, so better not.
Well, don't go there.
Hello, viewer. On the plus side, though, the old man got his car fixed eventually.
All right.
Uh, After much interference from him, preventing the work from being done, and me taking over, and then me taking over, and then he started to interfere some more. So a relatively simple job became like 2.5 months.
Right.
It was
Okay.
corrosion under the fuse box in the car
Yeah. Well, it
where
happens.
where the wire's going. So yeah, it was auto electrician.
Ah.
So for the folks at home, I learnt an important lesson with regards broken cars. When it's an electrical problem, a grease monkey will just plug his computer in and it will come up with error codes. Grease monkeys are very good at changing springs, fixing engines, replacing batteries, shock absorbers, etc., etc. Yes?
Hmm.
But grease monkeys can be told what the error codes are for an electrical fault,
Right.
but they don't actually know what it means. So that's
Is
when you
this
need to
going
take.
anywhere? Because you're boring me senseless here.
Yeah, I know. So that's where you're going to take it to a auto electrician. So anyway, there you go.
I don't know. Do you want to give me like a shake or something when you've done?
I've done. So yeah, Jerry Anderson, mate. Jerry Anderson
Hmm.
Day today.
It is indeed. It was his birthday today. He was born in 1929, if I remember right.
Wow. Wow. Jerry Anderson, just so many happy memories for so many kids of our age.
Hmm.
So many different programs. I kind of get the feeling maybe Jerry Anderson. I suppose Thunderbirds was quite successful, wasn't it?
Hmm.
But
Wasn't my cup of tea though.
yeah, I kind of get the feeling that Jerry Anderson never truly had the success he deserved.
Hmm.
His programs were always on the verge of greatness,
Yeah. Verge, is that a hint there and a nod to Thunderbirds?
No, go on.
Virgil.
Oh, very good.
Oh dear.
You're
It's going to be one of those streams.
It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one, mate. It's going to be a long one.
Oh dear.
Your synapses are firing at different rates than what mine are.
Yeah. It happens, mate. It happens.
Jerry Anderson, his programs were always close to being great. Or kind of getting cut short just when they were getting going. What do you think?
He sort of never got over that cusp, did he? Like you say, he was not quite, but nearly all the time.
Yeah, it was not quite the cigar for Jerry Anderson, which was a shame because there was nobody else in Britain coming up with stuff, was there?
Didn't he start with Fireball XL5?
Before my time, but I do know it exists, yes.
Yeah. I've never seen it. I think I've seen like the odd clip on one of those boring Channel 5 programs about, oh, this used to be cool when we were young. You know, those kind of programs.
I do. Jerry Anderson channel on YouTube is streaming today, and apparently somebody has colorized some Fireball episodes, apparently. That was on today. Not my
Mandatory
thing.
viewing on a Sunday was Stingray. It really wasn't my bag, but I didn't mind watching it because there was nothing else on.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Not quite my bag also, but maybe if we revisited it, it would be good. I don't know.
I think if I had to pick a top 3 of Jerry Anderson programs,
Here we go.
Joint 1 and 2.
Should we do... No, start at number 3.
Right, UFO.
Reverse order.
UFO.
Okay.
And joint first would be
Joint?
Captain
Wow.
Scarlet and Space 1999. That's for me personally, anyway.
Really? You're a Captain Scarlet fan?
Yeah. Spectrum is green.
It is.
And then Chris Evans made it popular again. You know when he did TFI Friday?
Yes.
He had the dun 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 dun,
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 dun, dun.
and he was doing the thing to the camera.
Oh, yes. I remember that, yes.
Yeah. I always had a thing for Captain... Not the reboot version. I don't particularly like any of these computer-generated type cartoons. It's got to be proper job.
Wasn't Captain Scarlet's voice based on Cary Grant?
It was indeed, yes, you're correct.
Top trivia. Carry on, it's your bag.
Sorry, I'm just about to cough, so I'm just going to switch my mic off a sec.
Our friend Krual's in.
Hello, young man.
I will say, shall we invite him on?
Yeah, why not?
Krual, do you want to come on? If you do come on, just this time, just try and turn your mic down a little bit. I thought last time it was a little bit loud, so I'll...
If you want to pick a git.
I'm just thinking of the viewers. If I put a link... If I've got it... There we go. I'm going to put this in the chats, Krual. If you want to come on, let us know, yeah? There she blows.
I beg your pardon?
On 10 minutes.
Beg your pardon, sir?
So, why does it float your boat, my friend?
You mean Captain Scarlet?
Oh, yes.
Well, I don't know. It's just the way it was done and the concept. You know, Captain Scarlet gets taken over by the Mystrons. As a result, he gets killed. but because he was recreated by the Mysterons,
Right.
it made him indestructible. So that was a cool premise for a show.
Who are the Mysterons?
Dave and Jim.
Right. Okay. Cruel's in the wings waiting.
Well, did you not know who the Mysterons were?
I do. I was doing it for the benefit of the people at home who don't.
Well, the Mysterons were sentient computers, sort of like a collective consciousness, like a hive mentality, and they were the remnants of the original Mysteron race.
Mind is blown. I'm going to invite Cruel. Here we go.
They were from another galaxy anyway.
Cruel, hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm very good. I'm very good.
We're talking
Captains.
Mysterons.
Yeah, it's not as though I would have the Captain Scarlet collection on DVD or Stingray. No. I would never do something like that. Never.
I assume it's the original, not the cartoon version.
No.
No, it's the original puppets. And you can see some of the strings, which is quite funny.
Yes,
Yeah,
it just
that new show, there's no strings attached, is there?
I also have Space 1999 as well. So
go on.
And UFO.
You're a connoisseur of the Jerry Anderson.
But I tell you, it would cost me about 70 or 80 pounds used to get Terrahawks.
I recently revisited Terrahawks, and it was like it wasn't as good as I remembered.
No.
Windsor Davis was great. The Zeroids are fantastic,
yeah.
And that's the only part of the show I enjoyed.
Of course, that was hand puppets as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you remember the episode with Yuri the bear, the telekinetic bear?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he sort of melted a Zeroid. I think it was 5-5. And it was borderline pervy because it was going, and there was all smoke coming out. You know, they had those little lids where the guns came out of.
Aye.
And it was like flipping up and down, and there were like somebody was blowing fag smoke or something through it, and he's just going,
probably through a straw or something.
Do you know? It made me laugh. I watched a thing on YouTube with all the original voice actors, and the guy who did what's his face? Tiger Neinstein.
Right.
Do you know who he based the voice on?
No.
Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
But he did it slower, so instead of going Jack Nicholson, he became Terrahawks, stay on this channel. This is an emergency. So he gave me some of that.
Well, I don't know about that, but there's a cartoon I used to watch in the 80s called Mask. And,
I love that show.
Sly Rax, his voice was based on Jack Nicholson as well.
Yeah. Oh, crikey. What was that that other guy, the one who drove the truck? Because that was his best mate. Was it? Oh, God, what was his name? No. It was a Venom member. Oh,
Cliff
God,
Dagger.
what's his name? Yeah, that's it. Cliff Dagger.
Yeah, the Dafty.
Sly Rax, he'd got a proper voice, hadn't he?
Yeah,
let's do it. Yeah, sort of sleazy and slimy.
That's it. I mean, the sad thing was that Brendan McCain, that did the voice of Miles Mayhem, actually died. I think it was the other year.
Really?
He'd been sick with cancer or something. And he was actually married to the lady that did the female voices on there. So.
Miles Mayhem.
Get it from Tracker, you cretin.
Yes, it's not as though I would have all them on DVD either.
Do you know, if I remember right, I got my facts mixed up about a couple of cartoons the other week. But if I remember right, Scott Tracker
Mm-hmm.
was voiced by, Robin Thicke, the guy who does most of the stuff with Pharrell Williams. They did that Blurred Lines, and then they got sued by Marvin Gaye's estate.
Yeah.
I remember the name, but I'm not familiar with what they've
Yeah, I'm
been
sure
up
Scott
to.
Tracker's his brother. I'm going to look it up now.
Possibly.
I know it because I got him mixed up with the guy who did the voice of Telemachus in Ulysses 31, Adrian Knights.
Oh, aye. Well, that was a good show, that one.
Oh, that was bob on. I tell you something. If they did a live-action version of that, I think that would do exceedingly well. And I know the perfect man to play Ulysses, Tom Hardy. I think he'd blow that away.
Wow.
Maybe. I would have to see the show again, really. But I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, it's always worth a rewatch.
Yeah.
And it's all on oh crikey, on YouTube.
I've heard of YouTube, yeah.
Hey, do you know
It's
something? I'm very
a mine of
disappointed with
information is
Google.
YouTube.
It is, yes. You see all sorts on here.
Why are you
Well, I've just tried to go on IMDb to just have a look at masks, see who was doing the voices, and all it's given me is a big picture of Rocky Dennis.
Yeah.
You know that Cher film with her and what's his name, the original Marty McFly, Eric Stoltz. Did you ever see that?
Oh, what's that one? I know what you're on about.
Yeah, it is Robin Thicke's brother, Brennan Thicke. He was Scott Tracker.
Right,
in
aye.
75
That's
episodes.
Mhm.
Oh my God! And I've just realised, Brian George was one of the voice actors. He played Julian Bashir's dad in Deep Space Nine.
He was Lester Sludge,
That's it.
the guy with the really annoying high-pitched laugh.
Yeah.
That always made me laugh, by the way.
A question from Yahtzee below, Rob. Who would play No? Small robot, friend of Ulysses.
That's right.
Oh, aye.
It'd have to be a voice, wouldn't it? As long as it's not Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, people would just think of Rocket Raccoon or something, wouldn't they?
Yeah. As long as they didn't give it to James Corden either.
Oof.
I'd love to be stuck in a lift with that guy.
For what reasons?
So I could choke him.
What, with a garrote wire or something, eh?
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Barab, while we're at it,
Yes.
I'm drinking a bottle of Scotland's finest.
Oh.
I've got some original 1901 recipe iron brew.
Oh no, he's hot the iron brew again.
Yeah, and it says on it, it says old and unimproved. I like that.
Yeah. I used to love the adverts, although I was severely disappointed as a kid. You go out and try and bend the lamppost over after having a drink. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Yahtzee Istaphobe, James Corden, talentless knuckle.
That is an accurate description indeed.
Yeah, I can't understand why he's so popular.
I don't know.
Cheeky smile.
Maybe he appeals to the sycophants in London.
Could very well be.
Well, he's big in LA now, isn't he?
He's out
got
there now.
fatter. Are you trying to say he's got fatter?
No.
You said he's big in LA. Oh my God, you are behind the times today. So up all night playing with yourself.
You're firing on. I can't even speak.
Have you had a stroke?
No, but I think I'm starting.
Yeah, it's not fun strokes. I know. And
No, never make fun of it now.
No. Well, when I tell people I've had a stroke, people say, "Why couldn't you reach?"
Oh, seriously, you've had a stroke?
Yeah. 2 years ago.
Wow.
And it wasn't through lifestyle either.
No?
No, medical
Hello, MC.
mismanagement.
All right, MC.
Hello there, sir.
So
Yeah.
this medical mismanagement.
Hmm.
Go on, and then we'll move on to Jerry
Well,
Anderson.
I don't really want to go into it, but I'm a little bit Borg in places.
Oh,
I've got certain medical implants
All right.
within
Could
me.
you? All right. Could you have done with the Mistron technology to rebuild you?
I could do with some like nanotechnology to rebuild me.
Well, we've all got nanotechnology inside of us. I know Cruel's got his nanotech going on. I've got mine on as well.
Well, I've had the injection too, so
So we've all got nanotech.
did you see that on Alex Belfield? He was talking about the Pentagon microchips they want to stick in you.
No, please tell.
Apparently, the Pentagon is working on microchips that can detect COVID. You know, they stick them in you before you've got noticeable symptoms. It will tell you. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but microchips under the skin, that notion isn't new. I heard that about 10 years ago.
That's not a good place to be, is it? No.
Oh, no. I could quite happily
what's
tell them
coming
where they
next,
could
don't
stick
you?
there.
You know what's coming next.
You? Me? Ooh.
It reminds me of the line from Star Trek First Contact. You know where they get caught in the temporal wake when the Borg
Yes.
go back in time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it says, population of Earth, 90 million, all Borg. That's how we're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
all Borg.
Yeah, be population of Earth, 4 billion, all COVID.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that bit in First Contact. Yeah. Haven't seen it in years, though.
Hey, apparently, under a micron electroscope,
Easy for you to
electron
say.
microscope, yeah. If you look at COVID-19, do you know what it says on the side of it? Made in China.
in China.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you should mention that. I got called racist for mentioning the fact that previous pandemics have also traced their origins to China.
How's
I
that
got called.
racist by stating a fact?
I know, and I was like, well, "How is that racist for pointing out a geographical location on the planet?"
Well, you know something? I've been race baiting, and you know what I caught in my net?
What?
The 100 meters.
What?
I'm here all week
Unfortunately.
for you.
Oh,
We're going off at tangents. Shall we get back to Jerry Anderson? Do you want to
Yes.
do that? After all, it is Jerry Anderson Day.
You took us off tangent, not me for a change.
Did I?
It was all you, baby.
Sorry. I'm out of practice.
Give yourself a slap, you vegan.
Don't. I've already been bollocked for being a vegan on another channel.
And
but there
so
you go.
you should. Get a sausage down you. Or some black pudding.
So, I do like. I do like black pudding. To be fair.
black pudding sounds nice.
My boss treated me this morning. When he'd finished his show, he nipped out because he'd run out of fights.
Yeah.
And he come back, and I got bacon, sausage, and black pudding with HP sauce on. It was
Ooh,
amazing.
Nice.
Oh,
you need
yeah.
some beans in that, but there you go.
Oh no!
Tasty.
You can't have that in a bat.
You can. You can have anything you want.
Oh, a nice blonde bird.
Scottish people do white pudding, don't they?
We do, yeah. White pudding.
Well,
it's
you can't
basically
discriminate.
mealy pudding.
It's because you're soft.
Yeah, it's
Scottish-
funny. You don't get the mealy puddings down in England, do you?
No.
We're hard down here. We want blood, you see.
That's it. Yeah.
You lot have square sausage as well, don't you?
Hey, lawn
do.
sausage is awesome. I love that.
Yeah, we do. We got square sausages. We got what's the other ones?
Iron brew.
Iron brew. That's the most important thing. Iron brew. Yeah. I haven't had proper iron brew for a while, but yeah.
Hey,
So it's
this
got
one
the real
I've got
stuff.
in a proper glass bottle like it used to come in.
Oh, Yeah,
Is-
yeah, that was great.
Is it expensive?
No, this
I'm
was,
not-
this was a quid a bottle.
Do you get 10p back for your bottle?
Hey, it's in one of those old bottles. But it doesn't say anything. All it says on it, on the top,
Sling it in the bin.
it says our first recipe from 1901, old and unimproved. That's all it says. But it's in the old bars bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, limited edition, brewed to the 1901 recipe.
Well,
Yeah.
1 minute past 7.
You're funny, you are. Are you
I
here
am.
all week, mate?
I am. So, Cruel, what's your top 3 Jerry Anderson then?
That's a good one. You were mentioning Fireball XL5 earlier. I have seen some of that. They did show some of it in the 80s, but I don't really remember. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. Joe 90 and whatnot. I didn't really watch a lot of that. And
Yeah,
Thunderbirds was okay. I would probably say 3. UFO, Stingray, and Captain Scarlet, I think.
Ah, nice.
I mean, I like Space 1999 as well. I think the first season was best. In fact, within the first few episodes, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing had already been in it. So,
Oh, yes.
yeah, just not together. That would have been funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was, the first season was really good. I'm glad I got it. In
Do you know
fact,
what
I've
upset
got,
me about season 2 of Space 1999? They got rid of Barry Morse.
Whoa,
Hey,
yes.
he's got an
Look
eagle.
at
my cousin from Glasgow gave me this when I was little. But there we go.
that. Look
Awesome.
at that. It's a belter, is that? I had one
Yeah.
of those when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Yes,
I'm slightly jealous.
I
Do you
took
know
it.
the only re-
I took it
the only-
downstairs when I got the DVD, and I just laid it over there. So
The only remnant I've got from my childhood is the original Atari 2600 I got for Christmas 1983.
nice.
The
Mhm.
Vader model. They did a Darth Vader model. It's the all black one.
I'm insanely jealous. I never had that one.
If you want one, I've got 7.
What do you need 7 for? For goodness sake!
Well, they're all different models. I've got
All
a
right.
heavy 6er, a 6-switch Woody,
Same
4-switch
here,
Woody. I've got a Vader, I've got a Junior, and I've got 2 Atari 7800s.
I had the one with the wood finish. I think first of all, I had 2 of them, and then one of the sort of like just grey ones, whatever, fancy looking shaped one. I had one of them, and I had the original Star Wars video game for that.
Yeah, the Parker Brothers ones.
I think so. It was the Death Star one.
Yeah, it was Parker Brothers, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really remember. There's a lot of the developers like that have kind of disappeared. You know, like Ocean. Whatever happened to them? Whatever happened to them?
Psygnosis.
Aye,
Psygnosis.
exactly. Yeah.
I'll be right back, chaps, because we're on about retro gaming stuff. You've just reminded me of something. I'll be right back.
Oh,
So,
he's off. It's all my fault.
It is, mate. So going back to Jerry Anderson.
Right. Okay.
I am very partial to Space 1999. I'd probably say that is my favourite.
I would have to watch it a bit again. I think UFO I've seen a few times. I did have UFO, 2 seasons of UFO, but not 2 seasons. It was in 2 halves,
Yeah.
and then the unthinkable happened. It decided not to work, so I got a complete box set with it all in one. So that was good. But if my memory serves me correctly, Space 1999 was originally pitched as a sequel to UFO. It was going to be a second season. But then
It was
went.
indeed.
Yeah, yeah. And then obviously they. Oh, what's that? A Commodore?
Oh, just bear with me. It's Commodore 64.
It's a Commodore 64 that is upside down.
Trev, put it back how it was. Oh, here you go.
That's a keyboard.
I haven't got
Nice.
enough space. I haven't got enough space. Hang on. Let me try it now.
God,
That
you're
way.
so unprofessional.
Oh.
Not that I am. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember all the kind of symbols
Yeah.
below the.
Oh,
yeah.
there we go. I haven't got enough
That's-
resolution.
Well,
There we
none of us. That's an
Look at
original then? Yes, that's the original 64.
Yep. And just to
Look
prove
at
it,
that.
yeah, the old
Oh.
TV socket.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah.
Jesus.
I'll open the cartridge.
Yeah.
And the
Okay.
expansion port, memory expansion. On the cassette ports.
Wow.
And if I tip it like that-
I've got the a Vic 20 in the loft. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I had one, but I gave it away to.
It's basically the
retro.
same thing. It's basically the same thing, but
Oh, look at that old style joystick port.
Oh my,
the,
yeah.
the Atari joysticks.
Yeah.
No, you couldn't put an Atari one in there because
Oh,
it'd
couldn't
go
you?
a bit pear-shaped.
All right.
There we go. That's why I never have my camera on, because I'm on a laptop and it's under the table.
My laptop is currently sitting on a stool.
That's dirty. Why put it on a stool? Gross. Oh, not that kind of stool. Sorry.
No.
Not yet, anyway.
Oh dear.
Yeah, go on. What's up?
It's all right. Somebody's sent me a link to Blue Peter. Never
Oh,
mind.
is that still a thing?
I don't know.
I think it's on CBBC, is it? It's still going. Still
CBBC, is that still a thing?
Yeah, yeah.
The British Bias Corporation.
I don't even watch any TV. I don't know about
Nah.
you boys. It's just mainly YouTube.
I
yeah,
only watch
that- yeah.
streaming services.
I don't watch any streaming services or telly. Just YouTube essentially, or whatever on the PlayStation. That's about it.
Yeah.
You know, I
They
gave
into
up on TV.
Yeah. BBC got into trouble, didn't they? 100,000 complaints because of the
Yes.
Prince Philip coverage.
Yes, it's they cancelled a lot of the other television programs and channels and whatever for that, and that it was Alex Belfield that did that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
I'd probably agree. You know, back in the day, they'd do such a thing, but
Hmm.
Unfortunately, the BBC, the only people who watch the BBC are old people,
Yeah,
but they aim all their programs at younger people.
that's right. It's
So I can't work that out for
it's
kickoff.
counterproductive, isn't it?
And then because we've all been on lockdown and people just want to watch TV to be entertained, they take all the entertainment off.
Yeah, go figure. Go figure.
So I can't figure that out. So yeah.
No.
TV's dead.
It's looking that way. Traditional telly looks like it's on its way out. Yeah. You've got platforms like this and Netflix and Amazon and what have you.
And there'll always be something new coming along eventually.
Aye.
Because one day, YouTube will be a dinosaur, and it might have been surpassed 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with the internet. It's ever changing.
Yeah.
What's the other streaming? Is it Twitch?
Oh, that's for gaming. That's like...
Yeah. The only other sort of streaming platform I would look at is BitChute. That's the
yeah.
only other one I've been on.
That's where a lot of people who've been kicked off of YouTube go to.
Indeed it is, yes.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's funny, they get rid of a lot of people, but people like PewDiePie, he gets to stick around.
Well, that's because he has all the subs and he makes lots of money for them.
Yes.
Ad revenue and all that, yeah. That's the
It's
thing.
funny that if somebody's bringing the money in for them, they'll not throw them under the bus. But if
Yeah.
you're not so big and you haven't got so many subs and whatever, that's it. There's the bus. Under you go.
Yeah.
Yahtzistophobe in the chat. Night Network in the 90s aired Captain Scarlet's. Was great to come home after a night on the lash and sit down for some TV and some Super Marionation.
Hopefully with a pot noodle sandwich.
Sorry, I'm just trying to picture someone's completely sozzled trying to sing the Captain Scarlet theme to Captain Scarlet.
Yeah.
It's my best mate.
So, going back to Jerry Anderson then, Trev. So, Captain Scarlet, why did it float your boat then?
I don't know. It had everything that appealed to me, to be honest. Futuristic. It got cloud base,
Yeah.
which
The Angels,
Marvel ripped off.
Yeah,
The Angels.
Yeah, you've got Symphony Angel, Rhapsody Angel, Melody Angel. She was voiced by Sylvia Anderson.
Right.
Was Harmony Angel?
Was it Dave Angel as well?
No, that was Destiny Angel, wasn't it? You're thinking
All right.
of?
No, Dave
yeah.
Angel was a DJ.
Oh, right.
Anyway, moving on.
And we were on about Captain Scarlet. He was voiced by Francis Matthews, wasn't he? Doing the
Yeah.
Cary Grant voice.
He starred in 2 or 3 Hammer horror films.
Yeah. And Captain Blue, of course, voiced by UFO's Ed Bishop.
That's right. What was it? There was an interview that someone did. I can't remember who it was, but they basically said that Ed Bishop is the most British American actor you will ever see. Or something. Something like that. Yeah, he was great in a couple of the Bond films as well, just little bit parts here and there.
Shane Rimmer used to pop up a lot in Jerry Anderson stuff.
Yes.
In fact, I watched him in a movie the other night. I watched Space Truckers for a laugh. And he was in that.
Who's in that again?
What, in Space Truckers?
Aye.
Dennis Hopper.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, God, the guy who played Deacon Frost in...
Stephen Dorff. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it, yeah.
I've
I
seen
couldn't
it.
remember his name.
American Ninja.
Yeah, that's Michael Dudikoff.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in Blade, wasn't he? He was in Blade.
Yeah. And there was the fat guy from Cheers in it.
Charles Dance, wasn't it?
Yeah, Charles Dance is in it, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
The
And
fat
Shane
guy
Rimmer
from Cheers.
was, the fat guy from Cheers.
George, what's his name?
Wendell Wentz or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, Wendell Wentz, something. Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah, he was in it. And there were like a few... Oh, I got it in my head that Lemmy was in it, but I don't think he was.
You mean you got something wrong?
Been a long time since I've seen that.
Well, I always get everything wrong. I'm full of poo. You know? I just make it up to sound good.
We've heard rumours, yes.
I've heard a rumour that Captain Scarlet's real name was Paul Metcalf.
Moving swiftly on.
And Captain Blue was Adam Svensson.
Really?
So
Yeah,
you wasn't into the you wasn't into the animated reboots because
No, definitely not.
admittedly I kind of watched that. I thought it was
Never seen it.
I thought it was reasonable, but then I'm not a fan like you. So
I think Francis Matthew did return for to do the voice in that as well, didn't he?
Did he?
I think so.
Didn't
yeah.
he?
I did not know that.
I'm sure I read somewhere he did.
I always remember it being on. Was it on SMTV?
Oh, that thing was Anton Degg.
Yeah, because
Oh.
it must have been on. It must have been what 15 years ago, maybe.
It's a while now.
Yeah, it's a fair while. Yeah.
Hey, interesting fact about Francis Matthews. He was a Yorkshireman.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
From York. And he went to school in Leeds.
I'm trying to remember what Hammer horror films he was in.
Let me have a
Rasputin.
look.
Rasputin.
Why am I thinking he was in a Bond film, or am I getting the guys mixed up?
I don't think he was ever in one of the Bonds.
He was in Taggart once. Rasputin the Mad Monkey played Ivan. That was 1966.
Christopher Lee, of course, was Rasputin.
And he was Charles Kent in Dracula Prince of Darkness, 1966.
That's the one, yeah. I've got that as well.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't in any. Just looking at this, it wasn't in any Bond movies.
No.
Why am I mixing him up with the guy who was in Octopussy? You know, with the Fabergé eggs. Is that somebody totally different?
Is that Louis Jordan you're thinking of?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Francis, I don't know who the black. I can't put a face to the name.
Mm.
He looks like. I tell you, he looks a bit like Paul Darrow.
Mm.
I'll take your word for that.
I miss Paul Darrow, bless him.
I can't picture him.
Who, Paul Darrow?
Yeah.
Avon from Blake 7.
See, I never really watched that.
Oh, you're missing.
That
You're
is-
missing. That is a proper
Yeah.
Star Trek rip-off by Terry Nation. What's not to love?
That sounds interesting. I don't recall
it
ever
was
watching
good.
it.
It was good.
I mean, fair enough,
I-
looking back at it now, it's cheesier than a Stilton factory.
Cheesy doesn't mean rubbish, though.
Exactly. Just means it's good.
Mhm.
For certain people.
Low budget, but the stories were good.
In fact,
Ah.
there's no bad movies or TV shows. It's just your perception, except for new Star Trek and new Star Wars.
And that
Yes,
generally is shit.
I've heard that new Trek is rather rubbish.
Yeah, but you can't say that because if you don't like any of this new stuff,
Racist.
you're already an ist or a phobe.
I actually watched the trailer for Picard season 2 just out of morbid curiosity. I was kind of like,
No.
Well, did that hard up for ratings? That's why they're bringing John Delancey back.
yeah. I mean, he was cool as Q. There's no doubt about that, but it'll just be rubbish.
Well, that show jumped the shark as soon as it came on, I think.
I've seen none of it, so
You're
You
lucky.
do well.
Don't ever watch it.
yeah, you
There's
keep
not enough
telling
bleach to
me
scrub
that.
your eyes out with.
Yeah, if you watch it, you will not be able to watch Next Generation ever again.
I don't think I could anyway, to be honest. I'm not sure if I could take that seriously anymore. And there seems to be more actors from that being rather mouthy than any of the other ones, from what I can tell.
Just bear
So-
with me, boys.
Okay.
Oh dear, he's disappeared.
Yeah.
Shall we run amok? Yeah, you were saying about your take on Picard.
Aye. It just seemed, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Shite.
Yeah, I'd say disappointing.
Yeah. Well, that
I
could
think
be.
that could have had potential.
Aye.
It's just another platform for identity politics.
Well, there you go. I mean, that seems to be afoot everywhere. So,
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, why are all these people so keen to shove it down our throats when we haven't asked for it?
I don't know. It would be one thing if it was accompanied by good stories. That would be one thing. But it just seems to be so front and center, and the stories are naff.
I didn't like the story arc of Picard because it just felt as though they sat down in a room with a bunch of writers and said, right, what we're going to do with this then? Oh, I know, we're bored. Let's just watch Nemesis. So they basically ripped Nemesis off, and it was an
Right.
extension of that. And it was done really badly because Data Did you see it? He'd gone from how he was, and he looked like he'd been locked in a McDonald's for 3 weeks.
Yeah, fat
It
data.
looked weird, didn't it? It looked weird. I remember seeing the picture of Data, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
I
Keep
remember
off
that.
the burgers, Brent.
Picard should have been done 15 years ago, or at the very latest 10 years ago, because even if you listen to the trailer of the new series 2, he sounds old.
Well, he is old,
Yeah.
you dope.
No, but he's I think when the vocal cords start to go, it's like, forget it.
Do you know
Yeah,
something? You know, First Contact Picard, he's pretty kick-ass.
yeah.
But when you watch Picard, it's like he's gone from kick-ass to Horlicks. Come on, Jean-Luc. Time to go back to the nursing home.
Sorry.
Yeah,
But
that's
now he's a robot and he's versed in multiple techniques.
yeah.
What was that?
No idea.
It's the old man
Ah.
doing what
Should
old
have given
men
him some
do.
extra Benylin or something just to knock him out for a bit.
Listen, if I was going to do Benelli, it'd be me, mate, not him.
MC
Yes.
says Picard was just slow and dull. It was one long story rather than individual episodes. Yeah, it followed a story arc, and it wasn't particularly a very good one at that. And MC says, I feared for his life during Picard. It was so disappointing. That show had a potential to rekindle the love existing fans had with the franchise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to bring in a whole new generation, no pun intended, of fans to the franchise. But no, it was just so disappointing. And then you say something like, hang on a minute, this is a bit disappointing. And then, crikey, it's like there's more snowflakes than bloody Switzerland. You know, it's all the
Yeah.
snowflakes come out the woodwork. And, well, you're not enjoying it because you're this, you're that. Instead of having a debate about it and just being adult and grown up, no, they like throwing the insults around, which, or they've automatically lost the argument. Once you get
Well,
some,
yeah, that's it. If they just automatically resort to ridicule and name calling, they have no argument at all.
Exactly. It's just, I don't know, it's like buzzwords to try and shut you down.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, it's like,
What, Picard or?
No, and just in general with any of these programs, if you don't like the new Star Wars movies, if you don't like all this new Trek and, you know, Discovery and all that, you're automatically something. So, and, you know, you make the point, well, you know, this show had potential. It was disappointing. It's confusing. It feels hollow. There's no real story. Let's bang about 130 CGI shots in to make up for a lack of plot. So it's
Yeah, a little bit of a little bit of glitz and glamour, but no substance. Yeah.
It's like it's like have you ever seen National Lampoon's Animal House?
Oh, not for a long time.
You know when they drive that that car into the bandstand at the end, and they all go flying up. And
Vaguely.
Otter says to Greg Marmalade, "Greg, look at my thumb," and then he lays him out. That's pretty much what they've done with Star Trek now. Let's stick a load of CGI in. That's looking at my thumb because there's no real plot, and there's no real context or substance in the storylines. And it's skitty. It goes from one thing to another. I know I go off on tangents, but this, it's like it goes from A to Z, back round to X, and then to Harrogate, and then back round to Amsterdam. It's just crazy.
But it's
It's
not
all
aimed,
over the place.
It's not aimed at us anymore, intelligent viewers.
No.
Well, that's discrimination.
It's aimed at the iPhone flashing lights brigade.
Yeah, well, that's discrimination. You can't discriminate your existing fan base to cater for somebody else. You make it inclusive. They spout all this garbage about inclusivity, but they don't actually practice what they preach.
No.
So, yet again, it's more hypocrisy.
MC says, I love the visuals, FX, and the tech ideas of New Trek. But this, I misread this. I thought it said, but the stories are sloppy seconds.
Really? Where's your
Well-
mind? Oh, in the gutter.
If you look at the
They
Star
are
Wars,
sloppy seconds, though.
if you look at the new Star Wars films, I haven't seen Solo or Rise of
It costs money.
Skywalker,
Lost
but
money, yeah.
so I hear. But if you look at them, they look nice visually, and some of the designs are okay. But again, it's all about the story, and from what I've seen in it, it's lacking.
Yeah, yet again, it's all visuals and no real substance of storyline.
As my pal would say, he says you can put as many sprinkles on, no matter how much frosting you put on, a turd
Yeah.
is still a turd.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Can I have a flake in my turd, please?
It's just aimed at people who like flashing lights and who have short attention spans.
Yeah,
So it's basically the catering for morons with attention spans shorter than 5 seconds.
right. That sounds about right, yeah.
And
It does.
I use that analogy loosely, by the way. Because there are actually some intelligent younger people actually
Yeah.
about. But it's a very small... They want to cater for a very small minority. And I don't
Indeed.
understand that. Why spend millions of pounds and millions of dollars,
Yeah.
making these big budget productions, which only probably a very small minority,
Yeah.
it's aimed at them
It should
instead of
be
the majority.
It should be so good.
Yeah, but yet again, they've had a perfect opportunity to bring the existing fan base in with a new one, i.e., their kids, right? And then they can have a Star Wars for their generation. But no,
Star
they
Trek.
didn't get that. They did not get it at all.
No, I mean, when you look at the various different iterations of not only Star Wars, but Star Trek and Doctor Who, for example,
Yeah.
there's absolutely tons of things that they could have done. Tons of things. And I do believe that this idea of the Doctor being a woman is not a new one. It's just current times. So it isn't clever. It's just box ticking nonsense.
Chibnall's killed it. Chibnall is the nail in the coffin, Doctor.
I have not seen Doctor Who since David Tennant. I've seen bits of Matt Smith, but I was like, nah.
I didn't
Peter-
enjoy Matt Smith as Doctor Who.
Peter Capaldi's birthday today.
Yeah, he's
Oh, is it?
63. Yeah. I really enjoyed Peter Capaldi's Doctor Who. I thought it was great.
I mean, I saw him in, I think it was Torchwood he was in. He was in Torchwood in an episode of Doctor Who previously. But beyond that, Lair of the White Worm. That's
I
what I'm...
enjoyed Torchwood as well. I thought that was
Yeah.
perhaps
Yeah, that was all
one of
right,
the
yeah.
best things I've seen in science fiction, British science fiction, in a long time.
That was fine. That was decent.
I mean, fair enough, they did sort of bring a bit of sexual politics into it at some point.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Yeah, Yanto
was a
and yeah.
Yeah. But hey,
But it was well written.
Yeah,
Aye.
it was.
It was.
Was it Russell T Davies who did Torchwood?
It did, yes.
Yeah.
He did
Is
a damn good job
Torchwood
of
Doctor Who backwards, or is it an anagram?
it. It is. It's an anagram, isn't it?
It's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And Gwen Cooper. Hello. Hello.
Who
Was it
was that?
Gwen
The
Cooper?
Welsh? Was that the Welsh lass?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Welsh girl, yeah.
Oh yeah, she was
Yeah.
hot.
She was fit as out.
Yeah. No, it was a decent show, and James Masters from Buffy the Vampire Slayer was in it for a wee while as well, if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
That must have been a good 10 years ago.
About
And
that,
you know-
yeah.
Do you know what impressed me from the get-go? Is the first crime scene that they went to, and it was chucking it down, and Captain Jack walks out and goes, "Oh, can you taste that? Oh, there's that much estrogen."
Come.
No, don't be disgusting. There was that much estrogen in Lady Wee, and it was going up into the sky and coming back down again. But he could sense it,
Well,
bizarrely.
Estrogen
Yeah. Female hormone.
in we.
Yeah. What? God,
I don't understand.
Go
I don't-
back and watch that episode. I am not explaining things of this nature to you.
I don't remember.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. And if you remember, the Torchwood lady who turned into the villain in the first episode, she went on to star in Game of Thrones.
Who was she in Game of Thrones?
Oh, she was that... you know the guy who does The Mandalorian? He was
Right.
Martell something another.
Oh, aye.
Oh, God, what was his name? Pablo, not Pablo, Pedro.
Little Pedro Pascal, yeah.
Yeah, and he was in it. And I think she was his wife.
Oh yeah, her.
Yeah.
What the heck is she coming in? She's starring in something else now, isn't she?
She was in... Oh, God. What was it?
Is she not starring in something though? There's something new she's going to be in. I forget what it is though.
There was something else she was in. Oh, like an American series. I'm gonna look it up now. Oh, because I can...
Who's
I can
this?
see
Sorry.
it. Go on.
The
Who?
Prince Oberon's bit of stuff in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's right.
Pedro Pascal's bit of stuff.
I
never
love
watched
that.
it.
You know where he gets his
Oh.
teeth knocked out? That is an amazing episode.
What, when he's fighting the mountain?
Yeah.
I know. That was a good episode,
MC.
that one.
MC.
When he got
she
his
was
head
in
squashed
Luthor.
in.
Luthor, I've never seen that.
No, I've not seen it either.
What, the Idris Elba?
hmm
It's very good.
A show that I liked was Elementary.
No, I didn't catch that either.
That
You
was
not
the
see that
American
one?
version of, yeah.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes, yeah. I liked that. That was pretty good.
You should watch Luther. It's excellent.
Didn't
Yeah,
someone...
Peter Capaldi was in Torchwood, 5 episodes. Played a character called John Frobisher.
Who was in Torchwood?
Capaldi.
Peter Capaldi.
Right, yeah. I thought that.
Eve Miles.
I can't remember any of it, so I'm assuming I didn't watch it.
That might be the reason.
I think I may have caught the odd episode, but I didn't watch it religiously.
hmm
Oh, Bern Gorman was in it, and he ended up being in The Expanse.
Okay. I haven't seen that either.
That lady I'm thinking of, her name's Indira Varma.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have a look now, because that other thing she was in, that was doing me head in. I couldn't remember. Oh my God, she was one of the VOs in the new series of Spitting Image.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the new Spitting Image. I used to watch it all the time in the 90s, though.
No, I've not seen it either.
Oh, those were
She's
the...
going to be in something new, isn't she?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I can't remember what the heck it is, though.
I know who it is. It's that tall woman, isn't it? Who she was in Luther. Yes, it was his missus in Luthor.
She's a bit of all right.
Yeah. That's going to annoy me now because it was recently, last couple of weeks, it was announced, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, and I'm trying to think what it was. I can't remember. Not for the life of me.
And this is where the chat normally comes in, but nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Come on, do it. Come on.
Do it now.
Do it now. You know you want to. Come on, kill me. I'm not here. What are you waiting for?
It was Human Target, that show I was trying to think of.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
she's going to be in Mission Impossible 7. Oh,
That's it.
She's in Obi-Wan
Is it?
Kenobi.
No,
Yes,
that's it. That's
it,
what it
Obi.
was. That's the
Obi,
one.
yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was what it was. Of course, it all comes back to Star Wars, doesn't it?
It does.
Pretty much.
And
It's funny
you know
that
what?
Pedro Pascal's in The Mandalorian, and now
Right.
she's going to be in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So that's his missus then.
Not in real life. It wasn't
Oh,
Game of
Jesus.
Thrones.
Oh, okay.
Have you been hit with the dopey stick tonight?
I have, mate. That's every.
Yeah. Welcome to my channel. Oh, it's obviously being a vegan. I've gone that twist, haven't I? Get on your bike, mate.
I'm a
don't
vegan for sporting reasons.
Do you know something? I think you need more fruit in your diet. Have you tried a kiwi? That's good for you if you're feeling a bit skew with.
I went out with a kiwi for a while.
Oh.
And I had a kiwi fruit today. I had a kiwi fruit today.
I haven't had kiwi fruit in ages. It's quite used to get that.
You ever eat it like with a spoon, like a boiled egg?
No, best consumed with the skin on, because that's the
gross.
most nutritious part.
Oh,
really?
It's like crapping sandpaper the next day.
No, if you slice it, it's fine.
Ooh, God, no.
Fibre. It's very good for fibre. The skin.
Really?
Very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I like my meats. I like eating meat. So.
Yeah, defo. You've got to have a meat diet.
Yeah.
We're not designed to eat meat, but there you go.
Of course we
That's
are, you fool.
Consumerism.
How do you think human brains expanded to the capacity that they've got now? By eating meat.
On bacon.
Oh, yeah. Like
on lawn sausage.
Like gorillas and chimps knew what a pig was.
My brain is expanding because I'm eating lawn sausage.
Did you see that in 2001?
That sounds about right.
You know, where with the monkey scene where they start to evolve?
Yeah, they thought it was a piece of black pudding.
No, they were opening tins of bacon grill.
You know, I have never seen 2001 all the way through. I don't think.
I fast forward it past the boring bits because I think Kubrick's totally overrated.
Right.
Never been a big
like
fan.
This channel.
Hey?
I'll have to revisit it.
I like 2010 better than 2001.
Yeah, 2010's far superior.
I've not seen that either.
Oh, cruel.
Yeah. Helen Mirren's in it. It's really
a great
fit.
film. It's a great film.
Hey, it's got an all-star cast. You've got Roy Scheider. You've got Helen Mirren. You've got John Lithgow.
Nice.
Douglas Rain comes back as the voice of Hal.
Right.
Keir Dullea. He's back as Dave Bowman.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
It is genuinely a great film.
Mr. B. What do you think the monolith was?
Well, it certainly wasn't black pudding, was it?
Oh,
damn.
Ding dong.
What do I think the monolith was? Well, if I say what it is, it will spoil it for Cruel.
Oh, right. Well, no, okay.
Cruel should check out 2010. It's a great film. Genuinely, it's a great film.
It is.
Sounds interesting.
Have you read all 4 books?
Me or him?
Anybody?
No.
I read them about 10, 12 years ago. Because I had a long stay in hospital.
Yeah.
And my younger children, who are now adults, brought me a stack of books. They got them from the charity shop in the hospital. So I read the whole books. You know, there's 2001, 2010, is it
63 or something like that.
Yeah. And then there's 3001, isn't there?
Yeah.
Where Frank Paul comes back into it.
I wouldn't know. I've not read the books.
Hey, Brownie.
Yes?
I'm afraid, Dave. I'm afraid.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal. Sod off, Dave.
2010 is so good. I actually bought the VHS when it was. I think I saw it cheap in HMV once.
Oh.
I don't think it ever got
yours except for Europa, Attempt No Landing.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever released as like a £10 title, but I actually had one of the kind of big rental copies that they were selling, which had never been used, and I thought, well, I'm going to buy it. Great film.
Did it come out on Warner or MGM?
MGM.
But it's in one of the, you know, like you had
Silver
Warner
box.
Brothers and MGM and the crappy card box.
Yeah.
Instead of like a jewel case. That's what mine came in. Both of them, 2001 and 2010.
Oh.
In fact, when we've done yakking on, I think I'm going to go and watch 2010 because that is the far superior film.
Agreed.
Well, I'll have to check them out sometime.
Arthur C.
The
Clarke.
the spacecraft from Babylon 5, the heavy cruisers. Yeah.
What?
They
The Earth Force one, the Earth
yeah
Alliance ones.
yeah yes, they were based on
yeah,
the
they do. Now you've said it, I know where you're going with this.
top trivia.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the ship now. Was it the Leonov or Lenin? Or something?
Leonov. It was
That
the
was it.
Leonov. Yes. Yes,
And
with the
they looked,
rotating,
just like Earth Force vessels.
totally
Good
ripped
call.
off.
I forgot about that. And they actually did aero braking in that, if you remember.
Yes, with that fit Russian bird.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
And Roy
yeah.
And
Scheider. And he has
such
a
a great
cuddle with her,
actor.
doesn't he?
Yeah,
He goes,
such,
come
a,
here, love.
such a great actor.
Come here, love. I've got something for you. No, I'm just going to get you a cuddle.
Yeah, I remember watching a little bit of Babylon 5. I didn't see much of it because it went over to Sky, I think. So we still haven't got Sky.
Babylon 5 was totally on Channel 4, which
Yeah.
Was it?
totally,
What am I
totally,
What
totally
am I
unusual. You're probably thinking Crusade.
Star Trek. Probably thinking Star Trek or something along that lines. Because I think
it was on BBC Two, wasn't it? It went to Sky, BBC Two, then back to
Yeah,
Sky.
yes. The Next Generation came on in the 90s, I think it was, and then went to Sky. I forget if it was just the first season that was on BBC Two or the second one as well.
But what do I know? Nothing.
Star Trek, there was a 3-year delay between it being broadcast and going on to terrestrial. But in between, I think Sky picked up on it. Or
I mean, I remember in the 90s, I was in school at the time, and at that point, I was still watching the original series on and off, and obviously the movies based on the original series. So when there was a photograph of the Next Generation in the paper or something like that, the cast and crew and all that, and I'm like, what the hell is a Klingon doing on the bridge of the Enterprise?
Oh, it wasn't a Klingon. It just got against his Cornish pasty stuck on his forehead.
pasty, yeah.
Dave,
But
have you been at mess hall again? You fell asleep on your plate, haven't you? Yes, I have.
Captain, I was delayed in the mess hall.
Hey, he runs Mr. Worf in the Star Trek universe. He runs a fish and chip shop on Deep Space Nine now.
You sure it's not gach?
No. Perhaps today is a good day to fry.
That's right, yeah.
You cracked that joke the other week, and it wasn't funny then.
Yeah, I remember
Night,
watching
Dad.
a little bit. Oh, good night, Mr. Brown's dad. I remember watching the Next Generation on BBC Two for a little while, and obviously Deep Space Nine came on, and probably promptly went over to Sky as well. So I didn't like Deep Space Nine that much in the 90s, but I've got the entire season on DVD, and I watched it. I've seen it through once, and I was like, this is really good. It was really enjoyable.
Yeah, I think
It was a bit.
I need
felt
to
a bit hit
revisit.
and miss in its early days, didn't it?
But then again, that could be said of most of these kind of shows, because they seem to hit their stride between the second and third season, or maybe fourth. Depends
well,
how.
Next Gen, the first two seasons, they were quite dodgy till it found its foot in.
Well, I mean, I was speaking about Enterprise the other day, and that was cancelled way too soon and underrated, I think. It really took off at season 3 with the Xindi War. And of course, they never did finish or reveal who was responsible for the temporal Cold War. That just kind of went away.
Yeah, I saw a video come up in my YouTube.
Some minor
videos you may
information.
like, and somebody's made a video saying who it was, and I thought, well, actually, it was never explained in the series.
No.
So how could it be? But you know what I thought he sounded like? You know the Vulcan ambassador to Earth, Gary Graham's character, I can't remember his. Oh, was it Saval or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody theorized it was him because it sounded like him.
Well, doesn't sound like a very Vulcan thing to do, though.
Yeah, but they do go nuts eventually.
Well,
Have the both of you seen all of Enterprise then?
I have,
yeah,
yeah.
I've got the whole 4 seasons, yeah.
Yeah, I've just watched it in little splurges. I don't think I've actually seen all of it.
Well, it's worth sitting down and watching it because it's a long road.
It is.
Getting from there to here.
It is.
Yeah.
You're right.
I couldn't get past it. I just thought it was a little bit too cynical, shoehorning Enterprise into, just didn't do it for me.
Well, I have to say, I remember you've mentioned this before on videos that you're more of a Star Trek fan, and you also mentioned before the effects of alcohol. A very dear friend of mine passed away in 2012, and he was a far bigger fan of Star Trek than I think I am. And we used to really enjoy having a few drinkies and watching the occasional episode of whatever Star Trek you wanted to watch. So that was a lot of fun. Every now and again, it's just I would break out and Captain, we need to do whatever and make him laugh and all that kind of stuff. It was quite fun. I mean, he liked Star Trek, he liked Star Wars as well, but he was more of a Trekkie and I was more of a Star Wars kind of guy. Yeah. And I like cats more than I ever did because he had some cats. So I'm more of a dog.
I
dog
also
person.
like cats.
Yeah, I know you've got a cat, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I was a dog person.
You've got about 15. You're the cat lady from The Simpsons.
Yes, we've all got our crosses to bear, haven't we?
That is still going, isn't it? The Simpsons.
I've not seen The Simpsons. It must be 15 years.
It's about 10 for me, I think. About 10 years at least since I've seen it.
I think
Did you
I
see
kind
Hank
of bailed.
Azaria?
He's
He's apologised, hasn't he, for doing that poo?
I haven't seen the interview where he does that, but I did see it making the rounds, and I was like, "What?"
I've never seen him do a poo in public.
No,
so I don't
that would just be
understand.
dirty.
Was this in public or did he get caught out with it? Was he in the car and got caught short? Was it in a lay-by doing it?
I don't know. Maybe there was a foul smell coming from somewhere.
That's probably me. Sorry.
Then didn't John Cleese waded in then, didn't he?
I don't know.
John Cleese thought it was ridiculous that people are apologising for these kind of things, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I remember he did an interview. Yeah, he did an interview about that, and I think Rowan Atkinson weighed in something about that as well.
Yeah,
I'm going to publicly apologise because in the primary school 1983 Christmas panto we did, I played Noah badly, so I want to apologise to everybody for that.
Yes, as well you should.
I'm not religious. An atheist playing a religious part.
Oh, blasphemy! Heathen.
I think John Cleese apologised for playing white Englishmen back in the day in Monty Python.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
probably. I haven't really seen a lot.
Anything anymore.
No. We're going to finish off in a few seconds, guys, if that's okay.
Make a quick suggestion.
Don't
come back on what?
Funny. Why don't we cancel culture? The world will be a better place.
It would indeed. That's the only thing that should be cancelled in relation to that. Yeah.
But it's become habitual for some people now. They've got to find something that they can sink the teeth into and get it cancelled.
Yeah, it's because they can do it from the comfort of their own home behind a keypad.
It's not good.
No.
These people
I'm sure
need
it'll
hunting
work
down
out.
And publicly shaming.
Or cancelling.
Yeah. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Go around with a camera crew, knock on the door, and when they open it up, are you Loverboy 69 dustbin? Yeah. Well, you got Rainbow cancelled. Here's the guy who used to do Bungle. He's going to spike you. That was so funny. Like a Roger Cook type program. Yeah, I kind of killed it there.
Indeed.
I do apologise.
You did, so we're going to call it a draw at that point.
Good idea.
Cruel,
I'm dying for
thanks for
the
coming on, mate.
loo anyway.
Anytime. That was fun.
It was,
always.
Trev, thank you.
Hey, thanks for having me, matey.
We came on initially to talk about Jerry Anderson, but we went down the rabbit hole, and that was it.
Nah, we
blame me
spoke
this
about it
time.
a little.
So I think we'll have to come back and do it justice at some point.
A sequel.
Yes, especially Space 1999. If I can get the right guest on, he was unavailable today, so yeah. I'll just say to everybody in the chat, especially MC, cheers for popping in. Yahtzistophobe, cheers, mate. I think the Dread thing is going to be next week, mate.
Okay.
Keith said he was having problems tracking down the Stallone version.
Oh,
which
I've
I
got that on
watched.
DVD.
Which I watched on Sunday.
And a quick hello to Maud in Wigan, who's been watching us since we started our stream earlier on. So thank you very much, Maud.
I daren't ask.
What?
Maud.
Yeah, she's watching online in Wigan.
Right, okay. Hello, Maud.
Hello.
Okay then, boys.
She's got a budgie.
It's a good job the stream's ending because you're killing it again.
I know. Well, I just want... No, it doesn't matter. Forget it. I was going to say hello to the
Good.
budgie, but...
Right, guys. Yeah, I know the
Try
feeling.
getting up at
Right,
5:30
guys.
every day.
Fucking hell, I struggle getting out of bed for 10:30.
Yeah. Sleep's overrated anyway. It's for wimps.
It is, and on that note, we'll leave it.
Windsor Davis lookalikes.
Huh?
Indeed. Cheers, everybody. We'll catch you soon. Hopefully, we'll come back with something a little bit more organised. So, cheers, then, boys and girls.
All right.
Ta-ta.
Take care.
No problem.
We'll see you
See
soon.
you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nothing.